and Woj, he's talking about all the possibilities that exist. What can you tell us about the conversations that are taking place inside the NBA's offices?
Well, the league's owners, the general managers, the front offices, they're really looking to Adam Silver and the league office for direction right now, and really leaning on them for understanding the latest with the coronavirus, what this all is going to mean financially for the NBA, short-term, long-term. And this is something that if the NBA is going to get through this, there's going to have to be tremendous cooperation among the teams and owners, the front office, the Players Association. And there may have to be a lot of creativity as we get deeper into the spring if there's a way to still salvage this NBA season, have some semblance of a playoffs, and to crown a champion.
Let's talk about the players themselves. Donovan Mitchell, as we discussed moments ago, was the second player to test positive for the coronavirus. How is the NBA handling that circumstance?
Well, there's probably a whole second wave of testing and possible positive testing for the coronavirus that the league's bracing for. And, now you've got, at the very least, the players who competed against the Jazz in the past week who are being tested. And then those players who competed against those players who competed against the Jazz. And so there's certainly a ripple effect of that. And, that's what the league's going to have to face here is not just the possibility of players testing positive, from this past week's action into next week. What happens in 3 weeks or a month when that continues to happen? And teams and players have to potentially self-quarantine again when maybe you would like to be ramping up the season and getting teams back in the gym and practicing? Those are all the challenges that the league has to face. What they're telling teams and players now is to stay in your cities. This isn't time to go on vacation and leave, and try to keep the groups of players contained to their, around their team environments.
And in every circumstance, there were always wonderful stories. And we talked yesterday with Mark Cuban about the fact that he has a plan in place to take care of the arena workers who work hourly and who will be impacted by this. We saw the story about Kevin Love yesterday donating $100,000 towards that, and the Cavaliers and other organizations. What are you hearing from inside the league about the way the owners and others will help take care of those who are economically impacted by this?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how impactful that's going to be. This is a league this year, and a lot of owners, and listen, most of them are, they're billionaires, but at the same time, there's going to be some real financial reckoning in this league from what they are used to and what the bottom line has been. The league took, as a whole, a real hit with the fracture in the relationship between the NBA and China. This is going to cost owners, players, a significant amount of money. They still make a significant amount of money, but there's no question the people who are really going to suffer and who are going to be hit the hardest are those people in ancillary positions around the league, in arenas, around the venues. And, there's no telling how long that the league is going to be on hiatus. And those individuals and groups are going to be the ones who are going to need the assistance and the help from teams. And hopefully, whether it's owners, players like Kevin Love did, they're able to step up and help where they can.